Yo, you straight?
Yeah, I'm good. No, it's been a long fight. It's been a long fight, and I just had to have a warrior spirit.
Once it happened, I, thought about it a lot, but as I got older, I just pretty much really stopped thinking about it.
I've been trying to find good people for so long. I'm tired, bro.
I would say this, it's over.
Honestly, man, I don't know. At this point, not even surprised with, how my life been going, so feels like it's one thing after another. Back to back. I'm lost words, man. I honestly don't know what to say, like.
Everybody go through trials and tribulations and make mistakes, but for me personally, somebody else's mistake, I tend to fault myself.
What the fuck do you do when you're depressed and you don't know what the fuck is going on with your life? I'm 23, I'm about to graduate, all these kind of good things are happening around me, but man, I ain't been more depressed in my life.
People talk about depression all the time. The difference between depression and sadness is just, from happenstance. Whatever happened or didn't happen for you, or, grief or whatever it is. And depression is your body saying, fuck you, I don't want to be this character anymore. I don't want to hold up this avatar that you've created in the world. It's too much for me.
And when I watch the Jordan documentary and I meet famous people that have succeeded at the highest levels, I go, how long were you happy for? Maybe a day, maybe 24 hours, and then what happens the next day? Back to the grind. It's not enough. Got the gold medal, back to the grind, back to the grind. It's never gonna be enough. Bourdain asked me for help. He asked me for help, like, he said, I'm fucking miserable. I'm miserable. How do you deal with this? You won't find a fucking person that will say a bad thing about him. That guy is he's so awesome. He's always looking out for you. He'll show up for you. Whatever you need, he'll take care of you.
He's an amazing guy. Very, very interesting guy.
But
intense.
And so you can't find anyone, but I'm like, you're a fucking asshole, dude. You're an asshole. You murdered yourself. You murdered yourself. You killed someone. That person happened to be you, but you couldn't even show up for yourself.
I was just overthinking a lot. Like I was, getting down. But I don't tell nobody, none of that stuff. Like anytime somebody asks me like, are you okay? I always say, I'm good, even if I'm not. Like I'm just kind of used to, getting through stuff on my own. So it was definitely tough for me. So
yeah.
Not saying I was ready to leave the bubble, but I was.
Of course, on the outside, no one would ever know. Everything appears to be going exactly how I wanted it to go, exactly how I planned it to go. A big success, the perfect facade. But on the inside, I'm all alone. And I groan. Quietly. The truth is, I can have all the pleasure, wealth, success, admiration, and all the good things in all the world, but they're not going to fill the hole because they're just not big enough. The hole is bottomless, endless, infinite. These are all limited, ending, finite, and only the infinite can fill the infinite.
You're not gonna hurt yourself, are you?
Man, sometimes I feel like it, man, but I'm not stupid enough to go there.
Do you want to do it? You want to hurt yourself tonight?
Sometimes I just want to crash, man, because sometimes the pain just gets too much, man. I need counseling, y'all. I need some reaching.
We'll give you some information.
I need some help, man. I need a place to stay. I need an understanding of how a goal that I need to accomplish. I need to understand a map line, how I'm going to reach that goal. I need some help on my nights that I get lonely. Then I'll come over here acting a fool. I need a lot of going on in my life, you know what I mean?
I have a tough time feeling proud of myself.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I just wanted to think about that with you for a couple minutes. Yeah, I just have a really tough time feeling genuine, people are always like, you should feel proud of yourself, and it's really tough for me to do that.
Well, pride is a cardinal sin, and there's a reason for that. And there's a reason that pride goes before a fall. And I don't think you should be proud of yourself. I don't think that's the right terminology.
Okay.
And I think that's a place where our culture has really fallen off the rails. It's like, you should be convinced in your heart that you're doing the best you can with what you've been given, right? And hopefully that'll make you less anxious and it'll make you more hopeful. But You know, you should have the same kind of regard for yourself that you have for someone that you love. And that's not pride. It would be lovely if you could orient your thoughts to yourself so that you could allow yourself to be pleased if you thrived. It's not pride. It's
Okay,
a recognition
say it again.
of,
It would be nice if I
could orient yourself to yourself so you would be pleased if you thrived. You imagine you have a son. You want your son to do well.
Oh yeah, I already want him to do well, and he doesn't even exist.
Yeah, well, that's it. Well, that's the attitude you should have towards yourself, too.
If you have dark on dark, you basically have nothing. There we are. You know, it's like in life. You got to have a little sadness once in a while so you know when the good times come. I'm waiting on the good times now.
And the only thing I won was being alone. Why are you so afraid to have somebody care about you? Why are you so afraid to care about someone or being less connected to others, you know? And not only did I miss out, could I miss out on caring about people, but I missed out on feeling probably a lot of the love that people had for me. Can't love people as well if I have these speed bumps in me. It makes kind of the highway of my heart. It's got a lot of, it's just you know, you're gonna have really good insurance if you're gonna travel down it, because I got a lot of speed bumps on it. Resentments, anger, things, you know, previous experiences that are rough, that make my road rough and make it rough for me to bring anybody down the road.